My gosh, there I am. Okay, friends. Yeah, I was having trouble with the smartphone. The trouble is the phone's smarter than I am. I love a duck. Boy, these things, they're wonderful, but I have no clue of all the things they can do. They're amazing, amazing items. I was sitting here thinking of what could I do for a story today. Really couldn't come up with much. Been awful busy at work, and I was walking by. Sandy's watching TV in the house. I don't know. There's something. One of these where it's one of those shows where they show you what things were like in the past and where different people who eventually became famous or wealthy had a brainstorm. And I guess they were talking about Milton Bradley. I guess the guy who I'm assuming in the mid 1800s invented games, right? And came out with I guess a gazillion games and did rather well for himself. A lot of them, I guess, still available and played today, maybe in electronic form. But when I was a kid, they were board games and stuff, right? Yeah. And gee, there were so many, so many. Now I'm assuming that well, there was one. Evidently, his first game was something called, somehow it combined checkers with the game of life. There was some way you moved a piece according to the numbers on some dice around this checkerboard, and but it wasn't checkers entirely checkers. It was somehow you made life decisions, you know, as part of the game. And I have no idea. The game looks absolutely fascinating. And I'm assuming it would have been the mid 1800s, perhaps slightly after the Civil War, that he came up with this game. And I would think that game would be fun to play still, the way they were showing it. Maybe not, but I wonder if that's available. Again, I think it was. I know there's checkers, and I know there's a game called the Game of Life, but this was somehow it combined the two, and it was done on a checkerboard, not something like a Monopoly board, right? I got to dig into this, and so I'm going to use. I was going to say use all my powers, pull out all stops to find out how this game works. There's just one trouble. I imagine I'm going to have to use the computer. And I think that's going to be a game. Oh yeah, that'll be a game in and of itself. But there's got to be something on the web about this. Probably I'll be even older, way older by the time I find it and figure out what the game is about. But I'm going to look into it. I'd forgotten just how much fun board games were. Gosh, as a kid, remember? Get a snow day? What'd you do? You played Monopoly after once you got done sleigh riding. Yeah, you'd play Monopoly with your friends one way or another. We'd all get together, wasn't it? Oh, it was great fun, or whatever other games you had. But Monopoly was usually the game of choice, and it made for a good. Oh yeah, it made those grilled cheese sandwiches taste pretty good. That Mom would make if I had my friends over, and that or she'd make a thing called cheese hickeys. Cheese hickeys, yeah. Basically, it's like a grilled cheese, only it's open-faced. A slice of bread, cheese, okay, a little thin slice of tomato, a little bit of onion, not much, and then a strip of bacon. Yeah, and you broil that. And oh my God, oh stand back, Mama, boy were they good. And again, that would interrupt the Monopoly game. We'd leave it all sit where it sits, and we'd have the sandwiches, and we get back to wreaking havoc with each other's fortunes playing Monopoly. Yeah, I never. Have you ever played Monopoly for real money? No, me either. It just I think it would get too personal. Yeah, it would get scary. You start playing for real bucks. But even that play money got pretty serious as you were losing it, as you were shelling it out, and nothing was coming in. Yes. Oh well. Anyway, I don't know what got me on this except seeing that little blurb on TV about, again, it was a Milton Bradley game, Checkers, the Game of Life, or yeah, no, I think that's just how it was spelled out. I'll see what I can find out. We'll dig into it. Um, I'll see you later, friends. Thank you, and God bless. For those, yeah, those snowy afternoons when we all played games and just had great old fun. Yeah, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I, the night before, of course, our prayers, we prayed fervently for school to be closed the next day. Our prayers were answered. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. So be it. Now roll those dice. Yeah, it was fun. We had, almost all of us had a pretty good time back in the day, back in the 50s and 60s, huh? Yeah, I know. I'll see you later, friends. Thank you. God bless.